Melissa Myers. I'm the pastor of Faith United Methodist Church in Genoa.
My name is Lisa Erickson. I'm from Genoa, Illinois.
In 2012, Katie was a normal 4-year-old boy living in Huntley, Illinois. Katie and his family found out he was diagnosed with a rare childhood brain tumor on September.
And that is not consent. The thing is, consent is free.
On all of them, I went to my regular physician. She was kind of, do you really want to do it? Because she came back, she was from the time when bariatric surgery was really a serious operation. However, I did go ahead. I contacted University of Wisconsin in Madison, set up an appointment to go in and talk to everybody. I talked to the surgeon saying I wanted to go possibly do the sleeve because that's what my best friend did. He says, well...
Yeah, so it was when I was in high school. When I graduated from high school, I took my first mission trip. And on the mission trip was where I heard my call to ministry. But I had other plans in mind. So I was planning on going to college and majoring in music and education. My first semester at college, I realized that was a really bad idea because I hated music theory, which is a really big problem if you want to be a music major. And I loved working with the youth group. And so that was probably my first semester in college where I really said, okay, this is what I'm going to do.
This has a good effect in discovering new things. I think it's polarizing because people have different priorities in their life and different ideologies, and associating with different people and tend to reinforce those. And it's very difficult to get to the facts unless you can first find some.
This event is important because I believe that if I would have had something like this, or my perpetrators would have had an event like this, educating on consent and sexual assault and violence, that my event could have been prevented.
The St. Baldrick's Foundation hosted their head shaving event on Sunday. There were t-shirts handed out that read, "Rock the Bald" on the front and "Go Bald or Go Home" on the back. NIU students came out to support volunteers to get their heads shaved by a licensed barber, and the honored kid of the event, Katie Allen.
Depressed. I didn't like going out because people would stare at me. My health reasons, most definitely my health reasons. But I wanted to be around for my son. I wanted to see him get his degree. I wanted to see him get married, have kids. I want to be around to know my grandkids. So that is...
During that experience in particular, was being new to an area. I've lived in Northern Illinois my whole life, but I had spent 3 years in Dayton, Ohio, and so I didn't know anybody. And so coming back to the area and being in Sheridan in Norway, which are very rural, I felt very isolated a lot of times. It was hard to make friends. It was hard to find people my own age. Because especially in the town, if I did find someone my own age, they probably wanted to come to church, and so it was hard to have friends. So the isolation.
So I would highly recommend to do a lot of research and a lot of discussion with your regular physician. And when you do have if you decide to have the surgery, just make sure afterwards just do what they say to do, and you'll be fine.
There are a lot of supporters there to support what St. Baldrick's Foundation is doing, which is giving hope to children, teens, and young adults the chance to survive childhood cancer.
What I think part of our role, officially our stance and our role as the church, is to make disciples of Jesus Christ for the transformation of the world. How I and we interpret that here is we're making a difference. We're making the world a better place here and now and for the future. So I hope that what we're doing is making the world a better place here and now and for the future. And sometimes that means teaching people how to ask questions. Sometimes that means teaching people how to do stuff. And that stuff might be Bible study, it might be prayer, it also might be cooking, and it might be art, because those things help people to create and wonder and be. Because I think we're often doing so much that we forget how to be. So I hope that the impact that we're making is letting people be able to do those things and creating a space where people get to be fully human.
For NTC News, I'm Zach Erickson.